Okay, here's another cool thing. This is very cool, actually. Okay, I mean, it's so ghetto, but it's cool, though. Let me move this out of the way. Okay, let me put this here. Okay, here you can see I'm starting to work more and more with SMD stuff. That's why it's so tiny. This is not focusing very well. There we go. Now there you see something black in between my nickel strip. That black thing underneath that is a resistor, a 10K ohm resistor, which was supposed to be wrapped between two legs of a MOSFET as the, I guess it's called a gate to source resistor. Um, and under the resistors underneath black stuff. What's the black stuff? That black stuff is it's called conformal coating. It's a UV cure. No, it's not called conformal coating. What's conformal coating? Conformal coating is something else. Oh, this is not conformal coating. I take that back. This is called UV cure solder mask. I got black color. I think that's black. It's either black or green. No, that's black. I got black UV cure solder mask. So I coated it with that because I was trying to like solder near it and it was like melting the joint. So like when I wanted to solder right here, it would melt this joint and then everything would come loose. So I like try to glue it on after soldering it together. You might be able to see on the back side of it, you can still see the resistor. It's a little SMD, yeah. It's a little SMD resistor. On the back side, you can still see it. There we go. Yeah, you can see the little white thing in between. That's where the resistor spans between the two pieces of nickel strip. So, anyways, UV curing it. I tried to use my mechanics UV cure flashlight, but it was too slow, and it took like half hour to cure it because I kind of glooped it on a little bit thick. Um, and I want to be able to cure UV cure solder mask quickly. And I saw a video on YouTube that said apply heat um, to cure it faster, and also using a stronger light, a higher watt light, can cure it faster. Well, guess what? Something that produces heat and produces a ton of wattage of light is a UV reptile bulb. Remember, guys, when I made my DIY self tanning with the UV reptile log bulb video? So this cereal box, I'll explain later. Here's the UV reptile bulb. Um, okay, so I just put a piece of tape onto this crane neck. This is the crane neck, the shiny thing. I put a piece of tape down on my desktop, and then I just I poured some epoxy, no, not some epoxy, some 401 glue on it, and then I ran it down the side next to my keyboard, and then I stopped it right here. You can see where I snapped off the plastic so it doesn't melt, and where the UV bulb screws into it. And then the other end of it is plugged into here. That's where the bulb plugs in, and that is a mechanical timer. So there's the plug in the mechanical timer, and so I can turn that for like 10 minutes or 20 minutes, and this UV cure bulb switches on, and it will shut off when the timer ends. And so I could just put like right below it um, my circuit board or whatever I want to cure the UV cure mask with, and that thing will turn on. It will provide a lot of heat and a lot of UV light, and it will cure that thing really good, no matter how thick you make it, because it will, the stronger light will penetrate deeper into the deeper layers of the UV cure solder mask, whereas the weaker light can't really penetrate that deep. So it was only like curing on the outer surface, but it wasn't curing like through to all the way. I was able to cut through the outer surface, which was cured, and find uncured UV solder mask beneath it if I put it on thick. Now, theoretically, maybe the weaker light would eventually even cure that if I gave it like an hour or something. But with this, theoretically, like this would cure stuff way faster because it's putting out a lot of heat and a lot of wattage of light and a full spectrum UV, which may help. I don't know how that works. So anyways, I lined this cereal box with aluminum foil on the inside just to help it not start on fire. And I just gave it like a little bit of a bend to it. Like that. And then this just kind of blocks it from the light from hitting my legs. That's the light. So this just blocks it, and then there's a little hook on the end of it. You can see this little hook, right? There's a hook on the end of this box, and I hooked that into this little fan grate. I could just hook it right there. Like that. And so now the box hangs by that hook. And the aluminum foil, like I said, just helps cool down the box lid and stuff. It distributes the heat to a much larger area, and then the fan can cool it and everything, so it doesn't like start a fire. And so that light is super bright, but I can even do it in here when my wife's sleeping because this box blocks everything, and it will just be hitting that part. To put the part under it, you can kind of like just I put it like on that part. Okay, so you can see at the bottom of the aluminum, you see how it like folds out right here. It folds out. You can just tape the part onto that, and that I put the perfect distance beneath the light. So it's just something super simple, and like this is literally like my feet are here, and it's just like right next to my computer tower, just right there. This is my uninterruptible power supply. This thing has saved me so many times right here. And I still got my under desk bike right here, which I haven't been using, my under desk exercise bike, but I will use that again someday. I think about it once in a while. So yeah, it's not taking up hardly any space, and it's like right where I work, and I can literally just put stuff there to cure. I didn't want to create like a big light box or something that now I have to put on a shelf and I have to go get it from the garage and it's covered in dust because I don't use it that much. This is like just built right onto my stack of computer towers. It's like just out of the way. And it doesn't bother me at all. Like it's barely taking any room. It's like it's just fitting in the little gap next to my keyboard. So it seemed perfect. And actually, I didn't show you guys this either. This was another little invention I did. This is just a mini garbage can. I have a garbage can behind me, but this is just a little baby one for tiny stuff. Like little pieces of scrap paper or tape or label paper or little wire clippings. When I'm doing electronics, there's like a lot of little pieces of trash. Like when you clip a wire, there's like tiny little trash. And you don't feel like turning around to throw it away behind you. If you're like producing tons of trash in a short period of time, you can actually see some electronic trash there. Like little tiny SMD parts and stuff. Little tiny wrappers for little trash. I can put it here, and it's a lot more convenient. I just keep this thing tucked away, and then it's got the same hook. I love this little hook. Same little hook, little wire just taped along on the bottom and sides. It's just a super simple design. Just a little bit of tape, wire wrapped around. I just made it out of typing paper and tape. Just super quick little project. This took me like 20 minutes to make, and it's been a lifesaver. I use this thing every day, all the time. And this is for little trash. For bigger trash, I don't mind like properly turning around in my chair and throwing it away behind me in the garbage can I keep behind me. But for little trash, it's just nice to have a little mini trash set up next to your desk where you're working. That saves me so much time. So yeah, I know this is like such silly little updates, but these are like little quality of life things that I've been doing in